Let's go ahead and start with this audit. Today we're talking with, we're running through Ray David 1111. He got 11K followers, following 0. I really think that the content is really good. Let's see if I can find a video that got my attention. It was the one where he was sitting down. Boom. It was this video. You see, I even liked it.
You left it, keep it right there. Just don't let it pop. Don't let it pop out. Boom. Keep it right there. That's it. Do it again.
He heard, dude. He could feel it. He could feel the difference. I heard him say it, and I was like, "Oh man, it's dope." That's how I am when I've learned something and applying it real time.
That's it. Sit. There you go.
You got engagement. You know, got people that's interested, and you're able to. All the things I'm looking at is that good video, good training. You even got engagement here and responses. This will be a great area for you to flex your knowledge, you know, as a trainer. You even have individuals in here advocating for you without you having to say anything. Yeah, you got a lot of just different feedback, positive, negative, doesn't matter. It's good. It's good comments and good engagement. You know, and overall, he has really good engagement with the platform. So, awesome work there. Content is great. Engagement is great. What's missing? For me, one. Before we even dive into what's missing, let's move on to the other page. So, Instagram. Let's look through it. So, really good bio right here. We could probably improve it a little bit. But Houston boxing coach, boxing elite club ambassador. Then it has the link there. 37K followers. Got the work. We got some of the AI. This is where I see some of the promotion. So great here. Promoting the services. New dirty prices. DM me one-on-one sessions only for now until I open the boxing gym. This is good. Not sure what happened. But again, really good videos, really good engagement. Solid following. You know, you can see the likes, you know, it don't show the number, but you can see. So yeah. Now let's talk about the improvement. Oh, wait. Before we leave, I apologize. When you click on this, it takes you over to the affiliate link, which is the Boxing Elite Club. Now, they have their system set up. Like, they're capturing emails. They probably have this tag so that when someone lands on the site, they retarget them. The apparel is really dope. So I can see why he has this. Yeah, the apparel is really good. Dope designs. And price point is pretty good. All right. Now let's break this down on all the improvements. Just the page itself. I mean, you've grown it to 11K, so you might not have to do any of this. But would it add something to it? Yes. Right here, putting up a banner, a Facebook banner. It could be just your advertisement. right? It could be something like this that lives there: personal boxing coach, you boxing, or just that graphic with your price points, so that people know and what they need to do if they want to engage with you. Right now, it is DM you, and DMing you is a lot of one-on-one, time-consuming processes put in place. I would change that. We'll talk about what I'll change that to later. Let's see if the about section, does it have like a website or a link that we can click on? No link. Contact info straight into the DMs. Unless this DM is taking you to an automation that pushes you to a website or a booking page, that's not the route to go to automate this and scale your business or grow. Like, the way I look at this is that these are 5,000 potential customers, either people who are coming into town that want that type of training, who will come into town that want that type of training, or who are in the local area and want that type of training. So if we don't have something set up to be able to capture them when they are hot and ready, when they are fresh off of viewing your content, then we're missing an opportunity right there. What caught my attention was the content itself. Content, the teaching moment, it was the relatability. All of that caught my attention, and then when I went to click on it, to find out more about you, if I wanted to, be trained by you, I didn't see a way that I could do that, and that's where my eye goes immediately as someone who has helped grow and scale businesses. So right now, you've solved like the hardest part as a brand, which is you're getting the attention. The only thing that you missing is that you currently have no system to capture the attention. The only person capturing the attention of your brand is the Box Elite Club, and they capture it on their page when they ask for the email. Let's get you set up and talk about a structure that will allow you to be able to do that. So let's go through how it came to me. I was on Facebook. So right now it goes video. It goes video to profile. If I want to learn more about you, it takes me to your profile. And even right here, I have to find the how to connect with you, which is then message, or I leave. So I DM you or I leave. Here's what you could turn this into. Alright, so here's what it could be. It goes from video to profile to then something like raydavidboxing.com, right? And then it goes to a page that allows you to either book me, join a waiting list, get some online coaching. Yeah, I think that would be a real dope one to capture some of these people that may not be there, right? Be local to you. And then follow and then shop. That's how I would lay this out, and that's how I would create a one-pager or a landing page that does most of that for you. As you can see here, like I got a little mock-up of, or a little wireframe of what a website will look like. And then it will have you know, train with, here's how I would structure this web page so that it is helping you out with your business goals. Yeah, like now every viral moment has somewhere productive to send people, and they're not just landing on an empty profile page. I would launch this kind of website structure. This landing page is like my first version. As I grow and scale, I would improve my website. So this would just be a landing page, one page, just to focus on gathering leads, generating business, making money. That's what this is for. Without having to always have a conversation with someone. This allows me to be able to automate some of my processes as a business owner so that I can focus on doing what I do best. And in your case, it would be being a Houston boxing coach. All right, let's move on to what this landing page will look like. So, recap the journey. I see the viral video. I go to the profile. I see the link. I click on the link. I land on this website. This website has all the details that I need. It says it has a hero area, and in this hero, we show that we're doing boxing training. So there's some boxing imagery there. We have some very clear headlines like "Train with Ray David." Then we have some supporting headlines and call to actions like private one-on-one boxing training in Houston. That's going to help out with your SEO. We said boxing training one-on-one Houston. All of those are great SEO rich words in the proper area in the headline that'll allow people to search you when they go and Google, that you'll be easily found. If they were to put in your name, Ray David Boxing, right, we could almost own that space. Whenever someone searches Ray David Boxing, you're the first one to pop up in that area. Key here is having a very clear call to action up here, and what we want people to do is book a session. That's where the money is. That's where you're charging. That's what your business is built upon. People book sessions, they pay you, you train, you're able to grow and scale and be successful, right? So booking a session is what's needed. Then your second CTA, possibly right here, is a join the waitlist. Maybe they're not ready to book a session, and if they're not ready, let's at least get them on the waitlist so that you can retarget them later. You can touch bases with them later. All right. Then we got like our second kind of section is our story. All right, this is like our social proof. So this is pulling some of the content that you're already creating and using those clips right in this space. The goal here is just to build your expertise. We want to make you an authority in the space. And it acknowledges that like when visitors come, they discover that you are a boxing expert. All right. And we talk about the viral clips that you've seen too, right? So we take what's been working for you and we insert it here. You've seen the viral videos. You've seen the content already because they've come from the content. The content has built the awareness. We know this is a part of their journey. So we know you've seen the videos. Now it's time to take it basically to the next step. We'll include all the social proof. So you're following which is good. These are things that help build your credibility. 37K Instagram followers, 11K Facebook followers. I didn't see any YouTube, but I didn't deep dive into that. But we can take whatever social medias that you have. If it's TikTok as well. And again, just build authority. Like, people are following. Now you can actually become somebody that learns and trains with me. Our next feature, our next section is the training. And this kind of headline is like, train with me. So now we're taking them through a journey. Here you can book. At the very top is a hero image. This is what I do. One-on-one coaching. Book with me or join a wait list. Here's why you should book with me. Because I train. Check me out. I'm training on all of these videos. People watch me, respond, get information from my viral videos. Now we're moving on to, here's why you should train with me. Train with me. Because I have 3 different options over here. I have one-on-one boxing for you. I have online coaching. And I had an opportunity for you to join my wait list because I'm in high demand. All right. So this next session is a train with Ray. Then we have our content section. So this section is just boxing content. Learn from Ray. And it just shares maybe 4 examples of content topics that you already are sharing online. We just repurpose some of those, like how to sit down in your punch, how to sharpen your short punches, blocking, basic boxing techniques or something like that. And then we'll have a call to action as in book a training. And then it gives them the option on how they want to book a training, a one-on-one session or maybe it's a virtual session. And we continue to kind of build out this page to thoroughly engage and encourage people to take a primary action, which again is always going to be book a session, book a time, because those are the things that get you paid. So we may have a section that talks about how the training works. You pick your section, you pick your session, you book a time, and then you come ready to work. At the very bottom, we actually have the booking system so that they can pick a date, a time, and go through the process and pay. With that, there's all these booking type of systems that you can have. With this, the one that I use is Book Like a Boss. It works well for me and it works well for my clients. And I have multiple seats for my clients to have access to a booking system that works on the back end. And they have full access, full control over that. What else could be on the page? A wait list, FAQ. Maybe you can't find a session that you want, or a form that says, hey, you can't find a session that you want. Then we have them fill out a form that let us know kind of who they are. All the forms will have kind of a preliminary questionnaire that gives you some of the information that you may need before you even start with them, like their first name, last name, email, phone number, their boxing experience, what's their training goal, if they currently have boxing experience, what is that? Are they a beginner? Are they an expert? Are they just doing it for fitness and conditioning? Maybe we want them just to join the list, to be on the wait list, to join the training list. And maybe they get monthly updates on things that you have going on until your wait list opens up, right? Somewhere we have that Box Elite affiliate gear, right? It's not at the very top because the higher revenue product is people booking a session with you. The affiliate product is an add-on for having just training gear and gym gear and dope apparel. That margin is only a percentage. You're only getting a percentage of that. You're getting a higher percentage and a higher margin when you're training. So we'll put the bulk of your training services at the very top. Have this training gear, this apparel at the bottom. And then our very final call to action is basically stop watching and start training. So that's how I would approach this. Now, I didn't show all of that here, but I wanted to just show like how I think about it from a wireframe. Like, this is what this would look like. But if we were to really deep dive into this, right, this is exactly what this page would look like, right? So we would actually put a real logo in this area. When people click right here, they'll be able to book a session. When they click here, it'll still keep them on the page. It won't go anywhere. Everything will just slide down. All right. So that we keep a person on one page and not just traveling everywhere. We got the details that we need. Houston, Texas, private training, all skill levels, maybe something like all skill levels welcome, train with Ray David. Maybe have a better image of you kind of in this background. Again, private one-on-one boxing training in Houston. Very clear hero section. We know exactly what you do without even scrolling down. You do training, private one-on-one boxing training. Where do you do it at in Houston? How do you do it? You know, you learn the techniques, you understand why. Get better every round. Now, what can I do? Well, I can book a section or I can join a waiting list. We answer all the questions before they even scroll, before they take the first scroll. Now we go to the clips, and this would be one of those viral clips. I would take my top 3 performing clips and I would have them all right here where people could just review it. You've seen the clips, come train with them or come train with me or something like that, right? And then here I will have some images in the background, but it has a one-on-one boxing training, book your session. If you want to get online coaching, that's some remote. That's just another revenue source, another revenue model for you. And then a training wait list, join the list. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe the session's still full. Join the wait list. You'll get an email or a response letting you know kind of where we are. Then we got Learn from Ray. And we got some of the how-to videos. This is where I would probably put a couple of either YouTube videos or a couple of training clips that you already have that has gone viral. I would just repurpose something that I've already done so you can learn. Then again, book your session. Then we got get in the gym. This is basically how this works. And that's what needs to be somewhere in here. How this works. Maybe in a subtitle. How training works. Or how to get started. 1, you pick your section. 2, you book your time. 3, you come ready to work. Right? Something that I shared up top. And then we have our ready to train. Then this will be like our book like a boss calendar. It'll be a calendar, something like this. Let's see if I can. So for me, in order to book a session with me, there is a calendar, and literally people will be able to come here, fill out a form, and then get started. All right, so they'll be able to select their own times and get rolling. So very similar thing on the web page in a booking session. This would be the same thing, just calendar, book day, time that you reserve and have already available. Let's see, I have another fitness client. All right, real quick, this is what it looks like for a trainer. This is a full website for a trainer. Let's see. Explore, learn, one-on-one training, services, boom. Book your session right on the page. Then they can book their session. By choosing whatever they want, right? So this is a real setup. Again, of the platform. Video. So anyway, that's how that looks in real time using a real website. Exact same thing will exist right here. Ready to train. Can't find a session right up under that. So if somebody can't see something that they want or see a time that they want, we go directly into, we'll fill out this form for us. This is where we basically get them onto a list, and then we follow up with them via email. This may be where you have to have a direct contact with them at this point, but you have their information. You have their information so that you can touch bases and you don't lose them because they've left because they didn't see what they want. So we're trying to make sure that if someone lands on a page, we at least get information to be able to touch back bases with them. Best case scenario is that they book a session with you. And both of those are wins. Both of those are conversions that we're looking for. Either a paid conversion or a lead conversion that we can later convert into a paid client, a paid service. Then we have our store, which takes you over to your training gear or apparel over at Box Elite. And then we got stop watching. And I would even do something, stop watching the viral reels and start training. Something like that. That's how I would do that copy. And then I'll have it go back to social media right there. Or have this as a share on social media right here. But yeah, that's literally what this page right here could look like. Gives you a full one-pager that actually helps you out with your business. And now you've created a sales funnel. It's a sales funnel that actually works for you, works for your business, and helps you generate more business. So hopefully this is insightful. I think I'm going to continue to do these audits, just depending on how you all respond to it. But hopefully this brought some value. And ask your questions, and I'll try to answer them. All right, peace.